Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Do you want to know when you are going to get PR, permanent residency, if you applied through TR to PR pathway? For those of you who don't know, TR to PR pathway was announced for the people living in Canada on a temporary status. Okay, temporary residents, TR to PR, permanent residents. PR in 2021, and in this video, I'm going to share this document, which is from a meeting that was held for asking questions about the TR to PR pathways by the standing committee, and it was addressed by IRCC officials. I mean, they were asked questions and then they gave their answers. Okay, now this meeting was held on May 12th. Okay, so but it was recently announced. Now, I'm going to take you directly to where the game is because it's a long document. Okay. So, let's start the games. Okay, so the games are like Mr. Jasraj Singh. He asked this question that how the big number of 90,000 people are going to get their PR in 2021, or whether their PR will be later than 2021. So this is how Daniel Mills of IRCC replied. After explaining the current difficulties they are facing because of the pandemic, they are certain that they will be able to give permanent residency to people between 35,000 and 44,000 applications by December 31. Now, this is a huge number. Okay, given that 40,000 were international graduates, and obviously there were some essential workers and medical workers who have applied for TR to PR pathways, so the number would be already more than what they have mentioned here. Okay, so the maximum applications they have said is 44,000, and maybe the number of applications in real, maybe they have crossed 50,000 or 60,000. We don't know that yet. It was not mentioned here. Okay, and when Mr. Jasraj Singh heard about the big number that they are going to issue PRs to 44,000 people, so he asked a direct question that how are you going to do it? I mean, how is it possible? What sources will you utilize? So the IRCC official replied that they are going to allot some resources that are used for other programs. And Jasraj Singh asked him, what are those other programs? And he said that currently there is no pressure for temporary visas or for the people who apply for a visit visa. So the officials or the employees who were engaged in taking care of those visit visas, they are basically free. And IRCC says that those people will be used to process these TR to PR pathway applications because the number is huge and they need bigger sources. And also, they added, the IRCC official added that they have basically hired more people, and those more people will be able to complete these processes in a smooth manner and in a fast manner. So this was the update about the TR to PR pathway applicants who have already submitted their applications. At most 44,000 of those applicants are going to get their PR in 2021. Now, this is very fast processing timelines given the pandemic, given the backlogs. So, yeah, by December 31st, they are going to give those 44,000 applicants a PR, a permanent residence status, which is a great thing, which is a great announcement by IRCC. But now, another important thing that I wanted to share with you was that they have mentioned two things. Okay, so first of all is that they are going to focus on the people who are already in Canada, and they gave the reason that the people who are already in Canada, it is very easy to process their applications. For example, if a person is already in Canada on a temporary status, working in health sector or just completed their education, they have already gone through so much paper documentation that will save time for IRCC. Okay, so that's why they are preferring people who are already in Canada. As you can see written here, we are focusing our efforts on clients already in Canada. Okay, and the fact that they are here makes it easier to process their applications. And for applicants outside the country, the FSW candidates, now they're talking about FSW, kind of FSW here. Okay, so they're saying for FSW the approach is different and a bit more complex. In addition, restrictions vary by country. Okay, so yeah, so this is something that they have written here, and we can take the implied meaning out of it, that they're going to continue with the CEC class draws. But I really hope that FSW draws resume very soon, because that is the beautification of process. Without it, the process is not much beautiful as per my liking. Okay. Now, another thing that they had mentioned was that they are working for the people where primary applicant is already in Canada and their family reunification process. Okay, so the primary applicant has already given PR, and he's waiting for his family reunification, so they're going to focus on those family reunification processes as well, and they have hired new employees for IRCC. Okay, and they are going to process those applications sooner or later. Another thing they mentioned in this committee meeting, that digitization of the process, it will basically make it easier to track an application where it stands at a certain point. Okay, and yeah, so they talked about digitization as well, and how they're focusing on digitization. They also talked about francophones, that 4.4% of Canadian population should be francophones by 2023. That is the quota, that is the target set by the immigration minister. Okay, so they are going to focus francophones, they're going to focus people who are already in Canada, and they're going to focus people whose families are outside of Canada. Okay, and that's it. That was what all this big document of that meeting holds about. You can see how long is that. Okay, so yeah, this was the news, this was the update, and please like the video and subscribe to my channel, because I talk about Canadian immigration on this channel. This is Alif Dakhar, and I'm signing off.